We're about to get into the CES 2025 Nvidia Keynote. There were a lot of announcements last night. I didn't watch live. I just only caught things through tweets. Um, had a massive headache last night, so I had to get to bed early. Been late nights, early mornings for the last couple of days, so it caught up to me for sure. So with that being said, let's get into it. Let's see what they was talking about last night.
Here it is. Our brand new GeForce RTX 50 series Blackwell architecture. The GPU is just a beast. Now have the ability to intermix AI workloads with computer graphics workloads. And one of the amazing things about this generation is the programmable shader is also able to now process neural networks. So the shader is able to carry these neural networks, and as a result, we invented neural texture compression and neural material shading with the Blackwell family RTX 5070. 49.
Before we get into these consumer RTX GPUs, that Blackwell joint, I wouldn't be shocked if them things didn't fly off the shelf the minute they became available for order. I'm talking any company that's like heavy into artificial intelligence development, AI model training, that type of stuff. I don't see why you wouldn't be buying a Blackwell chip. I know he just spat off a whole bunch of specs, but for a tech nerd like me, that sounds unheard of. Unheard of. That's crazy.
With the Blackwell family
1500.
RTX 5070. 4090 performance at 549.
Man, hold on. So I built my rig because I game in my free time. I built my PC rig during the pandemic, so 2020, maybe 2021, close to 2021. When I tell you it was so hard to get parts, and I think it was the 3090s, the 3000 series back then. It was so hard to get those in stock and order those and have them come at a decent time, where I gave up. I settled for a 20, I think it was a 2070, 2080, something like that. If I upgrade, because it's about time for me to upgrade. It's about time for me to upgrade. If I upgrade my GPU to one of these, say the 5070, I'm gonna have to upgrade every other part in my PC. That means the motherboard probably gonna need to be upgraded. That means my memory gonna need to be upgraded. My CPU for sure gonna have to get upgraded because I think that's a Ryzen 9. So yeah, it's about time for some upgrades. And what's crazy is, so I stopped buying consoles years ago. Years ago, I just couldn't see the benefit of buying a console. I don't even have a PS5. This GPU alone costs what a new age console costs. So that's a PS5, that's a Xbox. I've had my PC, I think I spent like 2200, 2100 on the PC, and it's lasted me since 2020 to 2025. In that same time frame, I'm pretty sure people have bought like 2, 3 consoles. So yeah, you spend a lot of money up front, but you save a lot of money in the long run. This GPU being that costly, I wouldn't even say that costly because 549, 550 ain't a lot. But just this one part. Well, I better be able to see every texture, every
Impossible without artificial intelligence. Impossible without the 4 teraops of AI tensor cores. Impossible without the G7 memories. Okay, so 5070, 4090 performance, $549, and here's the whole family, starting from 5070 all the way up to 5090.
Oh, hold on, let me pause this real quick. So the 5090 is $2,000. The 5080 is $1,000. 5070 Ti is 750. And the base model 5070 is 550. That ain't that's not bad, because of the 5070 is 4090 performance. That's not bad. Your top GPU is now the next generation's base model. I mean, ideally, that's what you should expect if we really pushing the needle. That's crazy. Yeah, man. I'd have to update my whole rig. Might have found an excuse to spend some money.
90, twice the performance of a 4090. Starting, of course, we're producing at very large scale, availability starting January. Here is 1.4 exaflops. The world's largest supercomputer, fastest supercomputer, only recently, this entire room supercomputer only recently achieved an exaflop plus. This is 1.4 exaflops of AI floating point performance. It has 14 terabytes of memory, but here's the amazing thing.
Wait,
The memory bandwidth.
this is 72 Blackwell GPUs? Yeah, this gotta be for data centers. That gotta be for data centers. There's no other way. It's crazy.
Is 1.2 petabytes per second. That's basically the entire internet traffic that's happening right now. The entire world's internet traffic. So these are the Blackwells. These are our ConnectX networking chips. These are the NVLink, and we're trying to pretend about the NVLink spine, but that's not possible. Okay. And these are all of the HBM memories. 14 terabytes of HBM memory.
I know a lot of this may just come off as techie, nerdy jargon, but I don't think people understand how groundbreaking and just absolutely amazing this stuff is. Like, technology has truly come a long way, and we have so much further to go. That's crazy.
Capabilities, and we turn them into the Llama Nemotron suite of open models. There are small ones that interact in very, very fast response time, extremely small. They're what we call super Llama Nemotron supers. They're basically your mainstream versions of your models, or your ultra model. The ultra model could be used to be a teacher model for a whole bunch of other models. It could be a reward model, evaluator, a judge for other models to create answers and decide whether it's a good answer or not, basically give feedback to other models. It could be distilled in a lot of different ways. Basically, a teacher model, a knowledge distillation model. Very large, very capable. And so all of this is now available online. NVIDIA Cosmos, the world's first.
So those language models, you know, I'm definitely in the world of decentralized digital assets. And one of the use cases is definitely AI, specifically in TEEs, or trusted execution environments. And the type of hardware needed to execute TEEs in a decentralized fashion, you need something like that. Like Nvidia Blackwell, with some of those large language models that he just talked about, in combination with other models to train against. So I'm truly starting to see the intersection between AI, blockchain technology, and quantum computing. You're quite literally watching it happen live, and that's just so amazing to see.
Okay, this is
Wait, They got chips for cars. I'm a crypto native or whatever. But yeah, I might have to up my Nvidia shares. I might have to up those. Might have to up those. I have to start scouting out some low points because this is getting a bit ridiculous. Nvidia is not playing with people, bro. They not playing.
Thor. This is Thor. This is a robotics computer. This is a robotics computer. It takes sensors and
Okay,
just
robotics, but I'm pretty sure you can
madness
use it
amount
for
of
a car.
sensor information, process it, you know, umpteen cameras, high resolution, radars, lidars, they're all coming into this chip. And this chip has to process all that sensor, turn them into tokens, put them into a transformer, and predict the next path. And this AV computer is now in full production. Thor is 20 times the processing capability of our last generation Orin, which is really the standard of autonomous vehicles today. And so this is just really
So yeah, they
quite
can be using
incredible.
autonomous
Thor is in
vehicles.
full
Okay.
production. This robotics processor, by the way, also goes into a full robot. And so it could be an AMR, it could be a humanoid robot, it could be the brain, it could be the manipulator. This processor basically is a universal robotics computer. Here's the amazing thing. This is an AI supercomputer. It runs the entire NVIDIA AI stack. All of NVIDIA software runs on this. DGX Cloud runs on this.
Bro, Nvidia, do the lights ever go off at Nvidia? Do y'all ever go home? Do y'all ever see your families? I just need to know. I need to know because this rate of production is quite literally insane to me. How many people work at Nvidia? What's the honestly? What's the salary at Nvidia? What's the base salary?
And this is the chip that's inside.
Bro,
It is in
that's
it is
just
in production.
crazy.
This top secret chip we did in collaboration. The CPU, the gray CPU, is built for NVIDIA in collaboration with MediaTek. They're the world's leading SoC company, and they worked with us to build this CPU SoC, and connect it with chip-to-chip NVLink to the Blackwell GPU. And this little thing here is in full production. We're expecting this computer to be available around May timeframe.
Hold on, before you pay for yet another app to manage your
Hey,
attendance, let me introduce you.
I'm kind of speechless. I'm not trying to be a hype boy for Nvidia or anything like that, but they got some crazy stuff going on over at Nvidia. Some crazy stuff going on over there. You know, um, I wouldn't be surprised if the stock took off, bro. They was already hitting all time highs before the keynote. What is it gonna look like after? What is it gonna look like once people start getting their hands on some of these machines? Those consumer based GPUs, those AI powered supercomputers, that massive Blackwell chip made up of 72 Blackwell chips for data centers. The chips for the autonomous cars, chips that they was talking about for robotics. Man, this ain't financial advice at all, but if you looking to add something to your portfolio, Nvidia should have been on your radar, honestly. I just know what I'm about to be doing. Nvidia, I need to up my shares. Got to. Got to. Because in the next 5 years, 5, 10 years, we ain't even gonna talk about that though. Man, but with that being said, I appreciate y'all for joining. Appreciate y'all for watching. Let me know what you think about the keynote. Is Nvidia out of here? Is Nvidia out of here based off of this CES keynote? All I know is next year I gotta be at CES physically. You know, the good brothers at OTC, we gonna make that happen. But yeah, let me know what you think. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.